you guys 100 likes. Look at that. News is out. Okay, let's go. News is out. Let's see. Let's see. See if we can break this news. If you have a link, please share it. Oh, there it is. Okay, guys, breaking news from TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness. Here we go. This is the breaking news. TAAT launch in Ohio continues with over 3.7 million ad engagements and strong conversion rate on TAAT. There we go. The TAAT launch in Ohio continues with over 3.7 million ad engagements and strong conversion rate on TAAT. Final TAAT pack designs revealed featuring BOGO promotion. This is the breaking news. We're literally breaking it first. If you like this news, smash the like button. With the launch of TAAT trademark in Ohio currently underway, the company is pleased to announce that the digital marketing campaign for its TAAT landing page has distributed approximately 13 million advertisements with over 3.7 million ad engagements and visits to TAAT originating from more than 90 countries internationally, despite no current advertising outside of the United States. Wow, that is huge. The company has also released new TAAT trademark pack designs featuring a buy one, get one free. What? Buy one, get one free? I don't think there's another cigarette company in the world offering buy one, get one free offer, which will be incorporated into the company's rollout strategy for selling TAAT trademark at retail in Ohio in its early stages. I'm getting goosebumps. Do you see the goosebumps? I'm getting goosebumps. TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, TAAT in Canada, TAAT, TOBAF in America, and 2TP2 in Frankfurt, Germany, is pleased to announce that the launch of its flagship product, TAAT trademark, continues in Ohio with positive performance of digital marketing initiatives, a sustained production rate of both Beyond Tobacco trademark and TAAT trademark, and further growth of interest in TAAT trademark from both legal age smokers as well as Ohio-based tobacco retailers. TAAT trademark remains on schedule to be available for purchase in Ohio in Q4 2020. And its September 29, 2020 press release, the company released mock-ups of provisional packaging designs for TAAT trademark, which were designed to align the product line's appearance with incumbent brands of tobacco trademark, TAAT trademark, which were designed to align with the product's appearance with incumbent brands of tobacco cigarettes. The company has finalized the TAAT trademark packaging designs for each of the original, smooth, and menthol varieties for the launch, which will feature a buy one, get one free offer, commonly referred to as BOGO, to provide greater value to legal age smokers who are currently early stage purchasers of TAAT trademark and encourage lengthier trials of the product at no additional cost. I'm loving this news. The company has developed Beyond Tobacco trademark, which is the base material of TAAT trademark, containing no nicotine or tobacco. Beyond Tobacco trademark is characterized by its similar properties to actual tobacco, such as the volume of smoke and crackling sound resulting from combustion, as well as the tobacco-like taste and smell created by a patent-pending refinement technique for the material. By offering legal age smokers the choice to continue the experiences they enjoy while leaving nicotine behind, the company is positioning TAAT trademark as a direct competitor to leading brands of tobacco cigarettes. Wow, they're going after the big boys. On October 30th, 2020, the company launched a digital marketing campaign to attract traffic to try TAAT. You can go to trytat.com and order a free pack of TAAT if you're in America. A landing page that provides information about TAAT trademark and allows legal age smokers in the United States to request a free sample of TAAT trademark in any of its varieties. As of this writing, approximately 13 million advertisements have been distributed, and there have been over 3.7 million engagements with TAAT trademark advertisements in this campaign. These engagements have yielded several thousand confirmed requests for mailed samples of TAAT trademark to addresses in the United States. The company intends to upwardly scale digital advertising initiatives to TAAT trademark following its availability in Ohio tobacco retailers this quarter to build up its current momentum. Daniel A. Pasco, Chief Executive Officer of AdFuel Media Inc., a digital media service provider to the company, commented, "We have not seen consumer engagement and traction for a new product like what we have seen for TAAT trademark with any other company for whom we have administered online advertising campaigns." Wow. Despite targeting advertisements for TAAT trademark to strategically chosen market segments, much of the web traffic to try TAAT appears to originate from sources other than our ads, including many direct type-ins. Could Rich TV Live be one of those sources? This suggests that the campaign is already benefiting from organic growth through personal referrals, which is one of the most powerful metrics in the industry. Although our campaigns for TAAT trademark are being conducted solely in the United States at this time, we have detected traffic from more than 90 countries internationally. 90 countries internationally. And by the way, Rich TV Live is being watched by 96 countries worldwide. Just saying. We are very encouraged by the results thus far and look forward to rolling out the campaign on a larger scale. As a result of the company's decision to provide a BOGO offer, buy one, get one free, as part of our current TAAT trademark launch, new pack designs have been created to include a voucher that can be redeemed for a complimentary pack of TAAT trademark from any tobacco retailer who carries TAAT trademark products. Woo! Packs with the new designs, as pictured below, are currently in production and are set to arrive at the facility of the company's contract manufacturing partner within the next 10 days. Finished TAAT trademark sticks will then be placed into the BOGO offer packs and corresponding cartons, loaded onto 1,440 carton pallets and stored in the warehouse of the company's contract manufacturing partner, from which the pallets will be shipped to Ohio. Woo! This is big. Pat Bell, Chief Operating Officer of the company's first distribution partner, ADCO Distributors, Inc., commented, "Interest in TAAT trademark has grown tremendously over the past couple of weeks. Our retail customers have been very intrigued, and we are processing orders from both chain and independent tobacco retailer accounts in Ohio. Additionally, despite making no outbound efforts to solicit orders of TAAT trademark outside of Ohio, several retailers from Ohio-bordered states have sought us out, enthusiastically expressed interest in ordering TAAT trademark from us." Oh my goodness. Guys, my hairs are standing. This is one of those epic moments. It's one of those epic moments. Wow, 211 people are here. 213 people are here, and we are going to have Setti join us in minutes. In minutes. Wow. Interest in TAAT trademark from tobacco retailer accounts has been unprecedented in comparison to other newly launched products that we have helped bring to market. This is evidenced by our customers' representatives to place advance orders for TAAT trademark and their confidence in the product to be well received by the legal age smokers that shop in their stores. I can say that TAAT trademark is the first new product that I can remember that has had this much interest before it has ever hit the store shelves. Ever. That's the distributor. TAAT trademark Chief Executive Officer Setti Coscarella said, "For any launch in the consumer packaged goods category, it is always an exciting time to concurrently build interest in the product with both your target market and the retailers from whom they will purchase the product. Because this involves a combination of B2C marketing and B2B relationship building on top of behind-the-scenes activities such as establishing a supply chain, it is important to emphasize that this process is a marathon, not a race." Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. As our objective is to capture market share, is one of the most ruthlessly competitive industries in the world, nothing can be rushed in our launch strategy because it is very important to make a compelling first impression. Exactly what I said. We have already secured purchase orders from several chains and independent tobacco retailers in Ohio, which will comprise our initial batch of retail partners from when TAAT trademark will first be available at retail this quarter. From there, the focus is on growing our roster of retail partners, which will be an integral part of our KPIs going forward. At all levels, we have felt very welcomed in Ohio so far, which is something we are eager to replicate by offering smokers in Ohio a better product than traditional tobacco cigarettes. There it is. There it is. The news that we've been waiting for, it came, and it's a home run, and we're about to have Setti join us in 2 minutes. Is this an early Christmas? We're going to call this Richmas. Can we call this Richmas? I think we need to call this day Richmas Day. I think we're going to have to call this Richmas Day. Call this day Richmas Day. This is my early Christmas. Wow, this is exciting. This is super, super exciting. We are talking about the first ever cigarette in the world that doesn't have tobacco or nicotine and is going to be launched in Ohio. First ever cigarette in the world that I know of that has no tobacco, no nicotine, looks like a cigarette, tastes like a cigarette, could be considered better than a cigarette by many, and is half the price. And they're going to offer, oh, look who it is. Setti.
Hey, Rich.
We're live, my friend.
How about that? No pre-roll?
230 people watching, my friend.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And I love your news. I absolutely love the news. And I'm going to let you speak for yourself. Today is the day that was by many considered launch day, but you agree, and I agree, that you've been in launch for quite some time, right?
Yep. Look, I mean, launch is one of those things. It's not a ribbon cutting ceremony, right? Especially when it comes to products like this. It's actually an ongoing effort. So, I mean, I want to sort of let people know it doesn't really work that, come a particular date, you're in every store in America. I mean, even if I was Kraft, that wouldn't happen. It basically gets rolled out over time. So for us, the launch actually started at the beginning of the month when we started running ads in Ohio. So what we did there is we came up with a pretty innovative strategy where we could basically go direct to eyeballs, which was really, really interesting. And we were able to pinpoint a lot of different locations within the state. And in about 3.5 weeks, we distributed 13.5 million ads. We had engagement from over 3.
Hello, Setti?
Oh, can you hear me?
Sorry, we lost you. You're back.
All right, good.
Too many people trying to get on the stream. 252 people watching.
How about that?
I love it.
In that first month, just in case I got cut off, we distributed over 13 million ads. We had engagement from over 3.7 million people. We've had over 20,000 people unique to the site and have had thousands of people in Ohio register for free packs. Now,
wow,
doing that in a matter of less than a month, I think is extraordinary, especially for a brand that nobody's ever heard of before. So what that tells me is, okay, step one, can you get marketing out into the market? And are people going to resonate with it? And the answer is yes. Then you start looking at your distribution partner. So you take ADCO, okay? All right, ADCO, you're going to be carrying the product. Obviously, you'll have some relationships with some stores. Are they interested in carrying it? Yes, they are. So between let's call it regional chains and independent stores, they're absolutely getting interest. They've probably fielded more than 200 calls over the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
Some of those are coming from investors, which is fine. But they are getting a lot of interest from stores in the state. But what was really interesting for them is that they started getting calls from people outside of the state.
Wow. That's amazing. That's exciting.
They were getting calls from distributors that they've never worked with before, stores that they had never heard of before, saying, hey, we want to carry this product. We want to have it in our state. We want to sort of do an agreement with you guys. And say, okay, listen, it's all great, right? When you take a look at, even on the digital marketing side, you start taking a look at the heat map, right? Now, listen, we only did advertising in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
When you start taking a look at the heat map and you start seeing dots pop up in Wyoming, in California, in Florida, in Texas, all over the US. Now, I haven't done any marketing in any of those states. Now, what that means is that people in Ohio are actually sharing the ads with other people because we can track whether the ads have been shared. Nobody's sharing an ad if they don't like it.
100%.
And then we start seeing interest coming in from all over the world. And I'm not exaggerating. I had to do a count last night. We've had website visits from over 90 countries in the world.
Wow. That is just wild.
To bring this product to Asia, all over into Europe, to Australia, to South America. Literally pick a corner of the world and people are starting to request, hey, can we have the product here? Can we have the product here? And look, I think that's a tremendous result so far, and I'm excited by all of that. And we will get there. But it's one of those things where, look, in the beginning, you kind of take a look at this industry. Okay, it's $1 trillion industry, right? It's this massive mountain in front of you. You can't get to the top of the mountain in one step. But you don't get to the top of the mountain unless you take your first one.
Absolutely.
And then one after the other, and you keep marching ahead. My universe, for the time being, we get it in Ohio. You'll start with your first batch of stores, and then every week you will constantly add more and more and more and more. It's like the launch of any product, okay? You don't get everybody in the world that tries your product on day one, right? You'll have your early adopters first, so people that like to try new things. They'll try the product first, and that'll start giving you a bit of social proof because they'll try it, they'll like it, and all of a sudden people that may have been on the fence a little bit say, well, okay, I mean, real people have tried it and they liked it. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Okay, so then you get those people. And then there's people down that chain that come on at different stages of that consumer journey into the product. It doesn't happen overnight. And I don't want people to think that it happens overnight. It's, again, I mean, with any company, you want to be able to demonstrate and show growth, right? Well, you can't show growth if you have everybody on day one.
Absolutely.
Then
you guys have had tremendous growth. I mean, this is something I've said quite a bit, and a lot of people in the markets are just all over the place saying different things. And this is a stock, guys, that pre-IPO, before Setti was the CEO, was at 41 cents. We're talking about a company that without selling one cigarette is trading over $3. That's already a success. Adding Setti and all the other management team with all of that experience, that's part of the success.
Exactly. And one of the things that we wanted to do over the last couple of weeks is have an introductory offer. Okay, so I told you that in Ohio, we'll be retailing it for $3.99.
I love that price. It's unbelievable.
Well, there's a couple rules of thumb when it comes to selling tobacco. One, can you get to a 0.4% market share? Okay, if you get over that 0.4%, the brand actually has some momentum and you'll start to carry up. Two, can you get somebody to buy your pack or your brand of cigarettes 4 times in a row? Because once you get somebody to buy it 4 times in a row, let's call it the habit or the muscle memory sort of forms, right? So I remember when I used to smoke. Now I used to smoke a brand in Canada. It was called De Maurier. Okay. Now this is before I worked at Philip Morris, because Philip Morris didn't make De Maurier. So if I was there, I would probably have to switch to something else, like Belmont's. But either way, I used to smoke De Maurier. And I remember every time I'd go into the convenience store, pack of De Maurier Light, small, regular. De Maurier Light, small, regular. Okay. I didn't even think about it. Nobody ever went in and said,
your habit. It's like your go-to, right? It's like your go-to.
Exactly. Because otherwise it's weird. It feels weird. I don't know what I want. Like, it's a very transactional thing. But if you can get me to say Belmont Mild 4 times in a row, the next time I go to the store, I will default to Belmont Mild. So to help kind of get to that point, we wanted to have an introductory offer. So not only is it $3.99, but for about the first 4 weeks or so, buy one, get one free.
That's crazy. I thought it was $3.99 because you're already half price. So you're doing $3.99 and giving another pack? Oh my goodness.
So now it's like $1.99 a pack.
Wow. That's crazy.
So
wow.
You think I can get you to buy it 4 times in a row now?
Yeah. People are probably going to be buying 4 packs on day one.
This is what it all comes down
crazy.
to. I mean, when you start, okay, when you pick off a date, when we looked at it in October and we said, all right, I think we can probably get everything done by that date. Between there and, as we were kind of marching along, we're like, you know what? I think we want to include this offer, but we need to do it smartly. Just telling people, okay, it's buy one, get one free. You also want to make sure that retailers are aware of the offer, because I don't control retailers in terms of how they sell the product. So in order to do that, to ensure that anybody who wants to buy it can enjoy that offer, we needed to redesign the pack slightly and actually put it on the pack. It's like Arizona iced tea, right? You seen the can of Arizona iced tea?
Yeah, I love them.
Right? It's a massive can of iced tea, and it says on the can, 99 cents. The reason they do that is because then you can't make it another price. It's on the can.
Yeah, because you're selling it to your distributor. Now they're selling at that price too.
Exactly. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Sell it for $3? Well, it says 99 cents on the can.
Yeah.
So, look, we wanted to kind of figure out, again, we try to pick off things that I think are successful that other industries or products do, that then we can incorporate into this one to give it the best chance of success. So if we wanted to run this offer and make sure that everybody could take advantage of it, well, it had to be on the pack. So we put it on the pack. And if you look at the press release, we put it out probably just before we started here.
Yeah, I actually read the press release before you joined. I went through the whole press release.
Exactly. So that is going to get distributed to the stores. So again, like launch is a rolling thing. We will be in launch for a long time. When we look at adding other states, that'll be in launch, right? As we look at sort of commercializing throughout the US, as we look at adding international expansion opportunities, all of those things form part of a broad launch. So, I think it's important for investors to understand that. And that's how we're able to sort of put our foot in the ground or get that toehold and perpetually grow and build against it. And that's really how this industry works, right? Every week you'd be looking to add more and more and more stores, right? Then you start taking a look at whether your reorder rate is in line. Once you kind of get it in a store, what's their sell-through? How many cartons a week are they selling? Are they buying more every week? And this is how then you supplement with other sort of company infrastructure to ensure that the consumer experience is as seamless as possible, right? So that's basically the way that we kind of look at it. I think we've done a tremendous job on the marketing side. I think ADCO, in terms of being a great distribution partner, has really done tremendously well as well. They're getting calls from, again, like stores all over the state. Like it's just one of those things that will perpetually be rolling out.
I love the fact that you've been able to have so much success with your marketing. The thing that blows my mind is that you've been able to have so much success and get this out on a global scale, which is not easy, with a brand new product launch. Like from Ohio to 96 countries, like you haven't spent even $1 million in advertising, have you?
No, not even close.
Think about that. That to me is the most impressive part of this. To be able to be on a global scale, having people wanting your product, buying the stock, talking about your product, and you haven't even spent $1 million on advertising, that's unheard of. There's companies that spend millions of dollars in advertising and people have never even heard their name.
Yeah. Look, I think we're fortunate in that regard. I think the messaging at this point has been pretty effective. I think consumers at least are interested in giving it a shot, which is all you really want, right? You want to keep the messaging simple. You want to create something that people will at least try. And then at the end of the day, if you end up liking the product, you'll continue buying it. If you don't, well, then at least you tried it, right? I mean, how many products exist? Like,
too many.
you can't even put a number on it, right? You don't consume all of them.
Of course.
Right? You'll find the ones that you like, which will be different than the ones that I like. And that's okay. That's what kind of forms part of this whole choice that everyone has. You can pick whatever products you want, but I think we've got a product that a lot of smokers will like. Step one, get them to try it. And then you'll see the ones that actually like it. And again, it goes back to, I mean, one of the interviews that we did kind of in the beginning. You take a look at a brand like Marlboro, right?
Yeah.
So Marlboro is the best-selling cigarette in the world. Now, Marlboro globally has got a market share of about 5% or so, which means 19 out of 20 people don't like Marlboro. Philip Morris does pretty good with the one that does.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And for the 19 that don't, they've got 100 other brands that they can otherwise choose. And it's the same thing here. TAAT, it's not going to be this one product wonder. We will have a suite of brands with different brand messaging, with different characteristics, with different flavor profiles, just so that, you know, with the product that we launch into the market now, you will capture a percentage of market share. Not everyone will like it, but that's okay. Because once you figure out what it is that they actually like about your brand and don't like about your brand, then you can create other brands and have a family of brands that will then speak to them in a different way that can provide them a value proposition that's different than TAAT, so that you can capture more of the market. That's really how you look at it. You're not going to do it with one foul swoop. Marlboro doesn't have every smoker in the world. There's quite literally thousands of cigarette brands for that very purpose. So if we're going to go out and tackle the tobacco industry, you're not going to do it with one brand.
Yeah,
you're going to do it with a portfolio of them. And that's other things that we're also looking at building and adding. And that's why you have to kind of look at this thing as a whole, as opposed to just fixating on specific little things. It's a series of things that you build upon to actually find success. And I think we've been doing that tremendously well over the last little while.
I think you guys do a very good job of communicating with your shareholders. Almost every single Friday you put out a press release. You're giving us updates all the time, like you just did today, which thank you for that. I think it's important as shareholders. And I know our community has so many heavily invested shareholders in TAAT, and most of them are up hundreds of percent. Many of our members are up hundreds of percent, like big money. And everyone's really happy with TAAT. And I keep reminding them, we haven't even sold a cigarette yet.
Yeah.
We haven't even lit the match yet. And you said this yourself.
Yeah.
And you would agree that when you do get sales, you will put out a press release, correct? Like we'll know first, right? You're going to tell everybody. When you get some sales, everyone's going to know. Because everyone's like, what's the day? Rich, ask him, what's the day? When's the day? They want to know the day, Setti. So I don't know if you can give us the day that there's going to be sales, but when that day happens, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a press release that will follow, correct?
Exactly. Listen, that day where I can at least show you an initial order is likely within the next couple of weeks.
Great.
Okay.
There you go, guys.
Not like we're talking about years away. And again, everybody just has to remember, this isn't something where, all right, this is $1 trillion industry and you're going to take $500 million or you know, $1 billion in a month. Again, it's that whole mountain thing. We'll climb the mountain, but you don't climb the mountain in 24 hours.
I think you guys are going at a fast pace. Like when people are like, I want it to be faster. I'm like, this is fast. Like
fast.
We started in June. It feels like we're in fifth gear every day with TAAT.
Yeah.
And people want it faster. And I'm like, this has never been done before, guys. This is historic. This is revolutionary. This is groundbreaking. I mean, if you look at someone like Elon Musk, he was laughed at. He was ridiculed. He almost went bankrupt with Tesla. And now he's one of the richest men in the world because he stayed on.
By the way, when did Tesla start?
Oh, it's been around for years.
15 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
took 15
had that
years.
run over the last 18 months.
That's right.
Not the first 15 years.
Correct. It took all those years to build the roots and to build the infrastructure.
Exactly.
To be the conglomerate that they are today.
Exactly. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to take us 15 years, but it's going to take more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. And more than 5 months. I mean, we started in June. Right?
Look, I mean, if you really think about it.
5 months. 5 months, guys.
Yeah.
Setti hasn't, how many days have you been the CEO? 100?
I don't know. I don't really count them that way. I mean, I started August 3rd.
Yeah. So September, October, November, we're talking about 120 days.
Yeah.
Setti's been the CEO for 120 days, guys. 4 months.
And in that time, here's what we've done, right? So we reformulated the product to have it taste even more like tobacco. We've gotten a patent on that product. We've gone out and secured trademarks around the world. We've redesigned the packaging. We redid our manufacturing agreement with a manufacturer that, in my mind, I think could produce the highest quality cigarette we can get.
Wow.
We picked our initial launch date. We've got a roadmap for where we want to go from there. We're building out our commercial plan. We're bringing on new people. And we started a marketing campaign that's performed better than I think anything our current agency has ever seen.
That seems like a lot of success to me.
But I think we did okay.
Yeah. I'm really, really proud of TAAT. I'm really proud to talk about them on my show. I know our community loves the product. The people have tried it, and I've tried it right in front of you. I've tried it, and I loved it. And I'm a non-smoker. I'm like, I could smoke this, and I'm not even a smoker. Like, this is smooth. Like, I was impressed. And a friend of mine who's also a shareholder and a member of our community, I gave him a whole pack. And when he first started smoking it, he's like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Cause he likes really strong cigarettes. He's like, it's kind of smooth. It's like not as harsh. And I'm like, yeah, I gave him a whole pack. By the time he was done the pack, Setti, he came to me and he's like, I want a carton. I'm not kidding. And I was like, I thought you said they were just okay. He goes, no, I like them. After having a whole pack, I gave him the whole pack. I'm like, smoke the whole pack. You're a smoker. I want to see what you say after you have a whole pack. And he came back and he goes, they're $3.99. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I want a carton.
Yeah. And we've kind of gotten that response from a lot of people. So I think that the product is going to perform really well once we get it into market. And I think the other important thing for people to understand, especially when you have a consumer packaged good like we do here, it's a constant iterative process. Like Oreo cookies, that's probably not the formulation they first came out with.
Of course.
Right? You have little improvements as you go. I think we talked about this the other day. Like, take your iPhone. The iPhone today doesn't look the same as the first iPhone they put out, what was it, 15 years ago or 10 years ago? It's 10, 12, something like that. They're different.
Evolution.
Right. Things evolve, and you'll make iterations so that you can keep delivering a product to the market that the market actually wants. So as we get more and more feedback, it may be perfect as is. It might require a couple of little improvements here and there. And that's fine. We can do all of that. Because we control the processing, because we got a great relationship with our manufacturer, making those little adjustments and improvements is not terribly hard. I think the hard part oftentimes for a lot of companies is having the wherewithal to know how to listen to your consumers. And when you do that, and you do that right, you'll be around for a long time.
Yeah, I'm super impressed. Thank you for joining us on our show today. We have like over 300 people that have been here, and everybody's super excited. I'm gonna let you go because I know you're a super busy man. But thank you for joining us on our show on short notice. We had so many shareholders that were going crazy, and I was like, Setti, can you come on our show and just talk? And Setti was like, sure. So thank you. I mean, the most transparent company out there, guys. It doesn't get more transparent than this. You wanted to hear from Setti. Here he is. You got a chance to see the press release as well. Great news for TAAT. Congratulations on all your success, all your hard work. And we really appreciate it, Setti, for you joining us here today.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rich. I appreciate it.
Have a great weekend. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And guys, go and take a look at TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, TAAT in Canada, TOBAF in America, T2P2 in Frankfurt, Germany. And if you want to try the cigarettes and you're in America, go to trytat.com. Thank you for watching.